your praise of this young man on the court. Surprise you?
No, not necessarily. I saw the things he did in his previous matches. I knew he could play really well. I think I created a lot of chances in few maybe I didn't take the way I would have liked, but he also stepped up well on his chances. Both games he broke me. I think he came up with 2 great forehand passing shots in out of twice in each game. So he came up with the goods and definitely pushed me sort of to a brink there where I was getting a little bit frustrated. I just kept trying to plug away. There was 2 games that I had break chances to get back into third. I didn't make a count, and then luckily I made the last 2 count.
I saw him in your first game or something. He hit a 141-mile-an-hour serve. He not only got it back, but he got the point. I thought, this is going to be something. Did you notice that?
Yeah, well, I knew he was swinging freely. I knew he was going to do a lot of different things. I had to sort of figure out, I got to see him play 3 matches. I think it was hard to judge his match with Shardy because it was on that extremely windy Thursday. But I got to see him play 3 matches, twice, but all 3 matches against smaller guys that don't really play the way I do. Kecmanovic, who I think is 6 feet, Deminar, who's 6 feet, maybe a little, just around there, Fabiano, who's under 6 feet. So I didn't necessarily know how he was going to do against a guy that served bigger, and I thought he handled a lot of the times it well, and he just kept plugging away.
Milos, congrats on the win. You said after the match you tried to kind of feed off the fact that you had been in that situation before. What's that look like in a match? What are examples of how you do that?
I think it's really about just sticking through. I kept missing opportunities. I could have sort of drifted off a few times mentally. I just kept plugging away and giving myself chances. I don't know how many I missed. I think I missed 3 or 4 chances in the first 2 games combined. I think I had love 40 in one of them. Like, there was just things I'd wish I had done better, but I just kept sort of with the understanding that he hasn't been in this scenario before. And just try to make him play in a few more of the situations, and also the understanding that I felt like I could step up my level, and that's what I was trying to do.
Milos, first match of the day, very cold sort of conditions and stuff. How did that play into how you play?
I think he has a little bit of a Eastern grip on that forehand. I tried to get it high on his forehand a few times. I think the ball didn't come up as much as I would have liked. At the beginning, I was trying to stand a little bit closer, but it was helping his serves die down a little bit more, his second serves. So I just had to adjust a little bit from the last few days, especially even if it's cold with the sun out, the court heats up a little bit, but obviously that wasn't the case today.
Any more? Well, it might be Zverev, I think, the next round.
Yeah, played a couple weeks ago. Now I'm going to have to serve well. I'm going to have to mix it up and do some of the things better and be more aggressive with my forehand. No, it's incredible. Bianca had that very convincing win yesterday. Felix beating a top 10 guy, his first match, I believe, playing a top 10 guy. Dennis played really well from the moments that I saw yesterday against Johnson. It's been a very good week, and I think it's new and it's sort of fresh, but I don't think that'll be the case for long. I think it's just going to get better in that sense.
You said after you felt worried. Did you actually feel kind of like I gotta get this going, like other lengths almost? Or?
Yeah, didn't want to come out in the third and first service game lose my serve. Create a few opportunities, especially love 40 to have 3 consecutive break points to not make that count. There is sort of some, frustration that creeps in because you're looking at these chances go by right in front of you and you're not making the most of it. So it's good to be a little bit worried and a little bit anxious. It's sort of gets you to step things up and try to fix the scenario a little bit quicker.
Milos, you were the first one to really break through in this generation, even ahead of Bouchard. Do you have any sense that you've inspired the people who've come behind?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's more of the sense of. I think they're not that much younger than me, so I think they had different idols. Like when they were first watching tennis, I wasn't on tour in that sense, but I think with my breakthrough, I sort of gave them the sense of belief that, hey, as a Canadian, you can do this. That the work you put in can pay off, and it can pay off in a good way, and it is in uncharted territory. And I think that takes you a long ways, especially when you have some hurdles to get over, or things aren't going as you'd like, or training isn't paying off as quickly as you'd like. It sort of keeps your nose down to the floor and just grinding away.
Last two. You?
Do you feel like you have a little bit of a monkey on your back being from Canada and like Murray did, trying to come through and win a major?
Not by any chance to the extent that Murray did, that's for sure. I think I'd put a monkey on my back with my own self-expectations, but not for anybody else. I think this is all new things, and I don't know if you look back before 2011 or 10, if anybody said, hey, we might have a chance to compete for Grand Slams in singles, anybody would have taken you seriously in any aspect of the tennis world. So I don't think it's the case.
Last one.
I try everything I can to be better each day. I think I'm obsessive about that in every facet, whether that be on court, off court. I try everything I can to be a better tennis player each and every day. And I think I might have done it a little bit differently than other players that are around. I stayed in school all the way through, and all these kind of things. I had parents that weren't athletes, that were engineers. I think there's it's if you have the desire and the will to put in the effort each and every day, it can really pay off for you if this is where you want to be.
Thank you.
Thank you.